percent of change or rate of change. This is a digital lesson, and it teaches students how to find the percentage of an increase or decrease. So it starts out explaining that a percentage is a comparison out of 100. So 75% would mean 75 out of 100. 9% would mean 9 out of 100. So sometimes we use percentages to tell us how much something increased or decreased. So for example, if you had $100 and you earned $20 more, then your money would have been increased by 20%. 20 out of 100. Now, you can also find the percentage of something that decreases. So if you had $100 and you lost 5, your money would have decreased by 5%, 5 out of the original 100. Now, it's pretty easy to do if your original number is 100, but it's not always going to be 100. In fact, most of the time it's not. So we can use bar models in order to figure this out. So let's say that our original number was 150 and it rose by 60. What percent did it increase? Okay, we're going to have two bar models here. Okay, so out of 10 equal parts, this is our 150, that was our original number. If we divide it into 10 equal parts, then each part will be 15. 15 times 10. Well, it increased by 60, so how many 15s would be 60? That would be 4. 4 times 15 would be 60. So we have 150 plus 60. Now we're going to compare that to a bar model that shows the percentage. This would be out of 100. Again, we're going to divide it into 10 equal parts, so each part would be 10. Now we want a bar model that matches. So this would be 4 equal parts. If each part is 10, then those 4 equal parts would be 40. 40 out of 100. So 60 out of 150 is going to equal 40 out of 100, which would be 40%. So it increased by 40%. The next one, students are going to do part of this on their own. So if the original number was 70 and it increased by 21, what was the percent of increase? So we have the percent down here. So it's 100 divided into 10 equal parts. But we want 70. Our original number was 70. So if we divide that into 10 equal parts, then each one of these parts will be 7. So students are going to type a 7 into each one of these squares. And it increased by 21, so that would be 3 more 7s. Now, if we compare that to a bar model of the percentages, this is out of 100, 10 equal parts, that means each part would be 10. Now, if we want to match these, the 21, so 21 out of 70 is going to be the same as 30 out of 100, which would be 30%. The percent of increase, 30%. They're going to do the same thing on the next one. The original number is 90, but this time it decreased by what percent? So if we divide 90 into 10 equal parts, each one of these is going to be 9 all the way across. We're subtracting 18, so that would be 2 9s. And then we compare it to our percentage. So 2 boxes of 9, that'd be 18, or equivalent to 2 boxes, or 20%. So the decrease was 20%. Okay, so that's one way to do it, with bar models. Now another way to do that is to set up a ratio. Okay, your ratio is going to be the change over the original number equals the percentage out of 100. So it's just the same thing, but doing it in a different way. So the change over the original number equals the percent out of 100, or the number out of 100. So to do this, you're just going to cross multiply or means and extremes. 15 times 100 equals 75 times x, and then you're going to solve for x. So 1,500 equals 75x. If you divide both sides by 75, you get x equals 20. So the rate of increase was 20%. So students are going to be doing that on the next few slides. The change, they're going to type in the change over the original number. They're going to cross multiply and find the rate. They're going to do that on slide 9 and slide 10. Now another way to do this with a calculator would be just to take the original amount and divide by take the amount of change, divide by the original number. So let me say that again. The change divided by the original number. So if the original number is 350, it decreased by 70. We have 70 divided by 320 or 350. On your calculator, you will get an answer of 20 hundredths, which you convert to 20%. So the rate of decrease was 20%. So students are going to be doing that on the next 2 slides. Just take the change, divide by the original number. You get a decimal answer, convert it to a percentage. Okay, now the final slide, they're going to be creating their own word problem. So they can be creative, they can make it about anything that they like. And so they're just going to type in words. A blank full of blank had a total of 40 blank. 8 more blank joined the group. So they can have fun with that. What was the percent of increase? Okay, so now that they've written their word problem, they're going to solve it. The percentage of increase was what? And they can use any of the 3 methods. So that is a digital lesson on percent of change or rate of change.